Hey everyone, this is Natasha from MakeupInSFC. Welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to do some monthly favorites. I decided that I was going to film on my old camera because Mike is at Comic-Con with our new camera. So I thought I would just take this time to film something super quick that you don't really need to see all the details. But we could talk and like hang out and talk about our favorite stuff. So if you're interested in watching my July favorites, then please keep on watching.
Okay, so let's get started.
So I don't think I've mentioned this at any time on my channel. I have used it in tutorials, but I have not mentioned that I do appreciate the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. I never tried the original one, but I do like this formula because my goal for my skin is to always look like it is my skin when I'm wearing foundation. So I make the effort to really pounce it out with a beauty blender or just a wet makeup sponge to soak up any excess product. And so what I really appreciate about this foundation is that it gives you the coverage in a very little amount. So I'll take just one pump, and it's a pretty moderate pump, like I don't squeeze all the way. Partly because I want to savor this foundation as much as I can because it is more pricey than my typical foundation. I usually, stick to drugstore. And because you don't really need that much. The pigment in it is so fantastic. So if you're interested in a liquid foundation that you want to try something on the higher end spectrum that is worth it, I think that this is one of them. So yeah. Another foundation that I've been getting into is the Bare Minerals. Now this is a limited edition tub that I got from the outlet store. It's still going strong. I think I finally made halfway through this actually. I really like the coverage. I like how lightweight it is. Bare Minerals just makes your skin feel good. If you're someone who's young, who is just starting out in makeup and just needs something that is not as heavy of a coverage as you should be wearing, because when your skin is still growing as a young adult, even a teenager, you don't want to wear foundation so soon in your life because you just affect your skin in a way that doesn't really need to be affected. So I think Bare Minerals is a really good route to go. A tub will last you forever. I think I've had friends who use tubs for about 1 year to 2 years, depending on how much you use every day. But this one has been going strong because I've been using it on and off for the last 2 years. And, they say there's SPF in it and it goes bad, but I'm still using mine and it's still fine, and I'm gonna use it until it's done. So I really like the Bare Minerals original foundation. It's not the matte one. I've noticed that the shade range in the matte formulation looks a little bit off, so I don't know what color I am in the matte foundation, but in the original foundation I love the finish. It's like a satin matte anyways, so I really like it. You look glowy, you look even, and that's really what I want my foundation to do. I want it to even out my skin tone. So I've been enjoying this. So if you're interested in seeing how I use this foundation, some of my last tutorials, like my summer foundation routine, uses this foundation. I haven't been using this as long, but I am a brow crazy person, so I know straight off the bat if I like something. And so I bought this in my first trip to LA. I went to LA twice this summer. And so I picked this up at Santee Alley. I've seen it so many times, it's everywhere that sells LA Girl, but for whatever reason I put it off because I wasn't super interested in it. But I really, really like this. This is the kit in dark, and it is called the Inspiring Brow Kit. It looks like little kids makeup because the packaging is just so clunky and stuff, but the product inside is really great. So these two shades are my go-to shades when it comes to brows. I lean more towards taupey gray browns, or things that are close to black but not all the way black, if that makes sense. I have not used the wax because I don't like things that pull out my brow hairs. I don't have that many brow hairs, or at least in my mind they're not as thick and beautiful as other people's brows. So anything that tugs at it, I really try not to use. And this is a shimmery brow highlight shade. It comes with tweezers and a little brush, but I don't use that. But these two colors, they work so nicely together. They're smooth and not chunky when you put them on, and I just really like the application so far, so I've been very impressed. It is only $8, so that is a steal. The only thing I wish is that it wasn't as clunky of a packaging as this is, because it takes up a lot of space width-wise. But it has a very generous mirror. I don't want to blind you, but there it is. But it's awesome. So I really like that from LA Girl. So this is something that I liked from last summer. This is the Maybelline BB Bronze. It is in the shade 20 Medium Deep. And I really like this for adjusting the color to my foundations. They have the Cover FX drops. Those ones you can put into different foundations to change the colors, like if in case you have a summer shade versus your winter shade. And so I like using this in that respect. So I will mix it with my foundation depending on which one. Like I've used it with my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. I've used it with that Ultra HD. I've used it with my Maybelline matte and poreless. It just goes really well. It changes the color, makes you a little bit more bronzy. It doesn't change the texture of the foundation in any way. It just changes the color in a nice way. You can also put it on like right before because it is a BB cream, but I think it's more effective when you mix it in with your foundation. I just really like it. It's really cheap too. I think it was like maybe $6 or $7 at Target and stuff. So if you're interested in color changing your foundations, at least for now in the summer, this is a good choice if you don't want to go all the way up to Cover FX prices. This one is kind of boring, but I wanted to mention it. This is the NYX concealer in a jar. I didn't use it for whatever reason, like I just didn't think it was useful. But when I started to clean under my brows with a concealer, I chose this one. And I really like it. It's a full coverage concealer. I think when you haven't done your brows in a while and you want to just clean up under there, it's really good. I really like it in LA because the weather in LA is just so warm that it makes it the perfect consistency. Like out here in the Bay Area, it can get cold. Like right now it's so overcast that it's freezing outside. And the texture of this is just a little bit tougher to work with. You have to, really meld it into the skin. But when I used it in LA, it was so creamy, so beautiful, so smooth that I really enjoyed using it while I was traveling. But I love it year-round anyways. I mean, with a little bit of your finger, the warmth of your finger, it melts right into the skin, and it's a really good way to clean up under the brows. So I love this. This is like one of my holy grail concealers. I've never tried it under the eye. I think it's a little too thick for that, but for cleaning and spot concealing, I think this would be really good, especially if you wanted it to stay put. It's a really good choice. I just posted a face mask tutorial. I will link that video down below. I'm a face mask junkie, skincare junkie. I'm always trying something new because I really want to take care of my skin. I think that is the basis of good makeup. If you have good skin, then you don't need as much makeup. And if you have good skin, all the makeup will lie on your face better. For some it's difficult. Like my sister can use a tissue and wipe her face and call it a day. But I need to cleanse 2 times, tone, face mask, do oils, like the whole thing in order for my skin to be stable. And so it's different for everyone. But these are the products that I've been loving this month. So this is the Algenist. It's the Multi-Perfecting Detoxifying Exfoliator. I think I've mentioned this as a favorite before. I really like it because the beads are really gentle. The ingredients are really great. It has hyaluronic acid, which is really great for like when you have dead skin cells and a lot of like things in your pores. It's a good ingredient to extract those things and like break them down. So I like using this when I'm going to prepare for doing face masks. Another OG mask in my collection is the Origins Out of Trouble mask. This is a 10-minute mask, but I use it for longer than that. And it's really good because it has zinc oxide and sulfur, and those 2 ingredients are really good at like breaking down the things in your pores and bringing them to the surface. It's almost like a magnet. So the crap just comes to the clay, and when you wash it away, your skin feels great. It feels cleansed. Your pores feel a little bit more empty. I don't know. I just feel like whenever I have a zit coming up or if my skin needs a detox, this is my go-to. I love this stuff. Let's see. It says when skin is too slick or when more pressing problems start to pop up, this comes to the rescue. So it has calming camphor plus skin sloughing salicylic acid, which is also good for acne. And then what it does is it is a 3-part plan. Sop up oily shine, slough off sticky dead skin cells, and sweep away irksome debris. So it's just an all-around like cleanup guy. So if you watch my video, I kind of break it down into exfoliate, extract, and then fill in with good stuff. So the good stuff are these things right here. So I have been enjoying these sheet masks. These sheet masks I got from a Japanese store here in the city. This one was funny because they had it in a like huge economy size bag with like 100 masks in it, but I wasn't sure if it was good, so I got this one, and it has 7 in it, I think. 7, where did I get the number? I think this one has 7. Yeah, this one has 7. So this one has 3. It says it's the best quality and everything else is in Japanese, so I can't read it. But it says it contains 63 beauty extracts. So when you wear these masks, you put them over your face, and then when you take off the mask, all of the serum and the nutrients and the essences that are in the masks stays on your skin. You can rub it in. So it's just kind of like a really nice overnight mask, you could say. And so when I wake up the next day, my skin feels so good. I don't know. It's just all around good stuff. So when it says the best, I believe it's the best. The next thing is this Lululun. And then on the bottom it says Pulululun for girls all over the world. Japanese face mask. Lululun. I don't know what that means. So when I asked one of the girls at the store, I said, what mask do you suggest? Like, which ones are the best ones that you like or whatever? And she suggested this one because she said, when I wear this mask in the morning, my makeup stays all day and it looks better with this mask. I have not worn it before because when I'm getting ready in the morning, usually I'm doing it rather quickly or I'm on a time crunch, so I don't have time to do like a 15-minute mask and then do my makeup. Every moment counts. So I have not been able to attest to what she said, but I do like how sheet masks are, and I do like the effects of this when I'm using it. It just makes, again, your skin very moisturized, very dewy, very supple, plump, and I just feel like it has really good stuff in it. I don't know what all of this stuff is, but it looks like there's lots. So I don't know if you can see that, but there's just a lot of like Japanese that I can't read. Now let's go back to North America. I have been liking these Sephora sleeping masks. These are really cheap masks. They are $4, and in each little pot, a little pot like that, in each little pot you could probably get like, I don't even know. I'm on my second use of this one, and I feel like I could probably get like 8 to 10 more uses out of this because you only need the littlest bit and it spreads all over your skin and it's great. This one is an algae sleeping mask, and so it's for purifying and detoxifying. So I got this when we were getting samples of masks to try, and I just thought this would be a good one to use because I was trying to detox my skin. And then this one I got later on. This is the ginseng sleeping mask. This is for toning and firming. I've not yet tried this, but I had really good experiences with this one, so I thought it would be nice to try a new one. So I've been enjoying this highlighter. This is from McGrath, the Skin Fetish. This is in the shade Nude. I've been liking this so much this month, and I didn't even realize it. At first, I was like kind of pissed at myself that I bought these and I didn't really see the effect, or I didn't appreciate them as much, but I used it as an inner corner highlight one time and it was just so good that I've been putting it everywhere. So I've been mixing it with other highlighters like on the cheekbones. I've been mixing it with blushes like as a blush topper. I've been putting it in inner corners. I've been putting it on top of eyeshadow. I put it on top of there's a stick that comes with it. It's just kind of like a balm. I put it over the balm. It looks good. I'm wearing it right now. I don't know if you can tell because this isn't my like super HD camera. But I'm glad I bought this, and I'm glad I'm getting my use out of it. So the packaging is very cheap, but it's all about the product inside, and it is beautiful. So if you can still find it, I will try to link down maybe somewhere if I track it down, but it was limited edition. So if you were able to get your hands on it, it's really pretty. And then if not, I'm sure there are other things similar. It's just like a iridescent pinky cosmic looking like magical pot of stuff. So I like it. The 3 lip colors that I've been loving this month are the following. So I love this Matte to Last. This is called the Smooth Suede Lip Cream from Italia Deluxe. I got this in Santee. My sister and I bought it on a whim. No, actually, I think the first time I saw it was at a San Jose flea market. And then we bought some more shades. And so this is my favorite shade out of all the ones that I've bought. It is a beautiful burnt orange color. I've worn it all day, doesn't budge, and it fades so nicely that you don't really tell that there's like a change in your lip color. And when you reapply, it doesn't get chunky, it doesn't get flaky. It's just an all-around good formula, especially in the shade, because I have a darker, more vampy shade and I didn't really like how that one applied. But this one is like, you know how I feel about orange lips. I love orange lips. I have so many. Maybe I'll make a video just about orange lips. But this is, I think, so good for the fall that's coming up. I'm feeling it. I'm ready. But yes, if you can find this, I will link the eBay website that you can find it in. So good. So good. And it was like $4. How can you beat that? Okay, I also like this LA Colors High Shine Lip Gloss. It is a very typical nude shade. Very pigmented, very creamy, not sticky, and again, it was very cheap. Cheap as in not highly priced, not in the quality, and it is in the shade Doll Face. So I've put a bunch of pictures of me wearing this like on my Instagram, so I'll post some of that just so you can see what the color is. And last but not least is the NYX Liquid Lip Suede in the shade Brooklyn Thorn. So my sister text messages me one day and she was like, have you seen this color? Can you get it for me? And I was like, no, I have not seen that. I'm about to buy it right now. Do you want one? So I bought all the new shades of the NYX liquid lipsticks. I have not tried all of them, but this one I've been impressed with. I do like this formula. It is not the most long lasting. It's not transfer proof, but I love how they feel. They feel like if the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream were just a little bit stronger, like if they leveled up, this is what they would be like, because they're really soft and they never feel like they fully dry, but they're not tacky, if that makes sense. Like it does feel suede-like because when you rub your lips together, they do have like a little of a smooth texture to them. So I really like this shade. I've been using it everywhere. It's a beautiful plummy taupe and it's just good. It's like almost a nude for me because it is lighter, but it's still got a little like something going on. Like it's not a brown, it's not a taupe. It's just, it's fancy. But yeah, those, I just dropped it. Those are my monthly favorites. They're just things that I've been liking for the last couple months. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. If you like any of the products that I liked, go ahead and tell me down below. And if you have any suggestions for products that you want me to try, go ahead and let me know too. Alright, I'll see you in the next video. Bye! I feel like I'm always wearing this top because I have like 3 or 4 of them, but it's black. We'll just deal with it. How do you like this makeup look? Do you want me to recreate it? I'm in love with these lashes though. I have lipstick in my teeth the whole time.